Cool. All right. So everybody, welcome, welcome. Thank you all for being on here. I am so happy that you're here tonight. I was on an event similar to this almost 2 years ago now, and I kind of turned up to the event not knowing what to expect. I guess I'd been introduced to the event by a friend, and she'd kind of said to me that, that she'd managed to create an income from home that had replaced her corporate income. So she was able to spend time around her kids and spend all this precious time with her children and just work in stolen moments around them. And, that really got my curiosity. I wasn't looking for anything at the time because I had a 3-year-old and I also had 1-year-old twins. So, I didn't really have time to add anything into my busy life, I guess, but I was curious. And so I kind of didn't know what to expect, and I came onto this event, and I'm so glad that I did, and I'm so glad that I came into it with an open mind. So I just want to say welcome to all of you guys that are on here tonight, and also especially to Cassie and all those that are here to support Cassie for the launch of her business tonight. I know that it will mean an absolute, mean so much to her that you're there to support her. And just really excited for you and what this could be, Cassie. So I guess with this event tonight, like I said, I didn't know what to expect when I first was on this, but I'm so excited that down the track that I said yes, and I took the time to watch and learn. This business, it's really just about helping people. We get to help people create an extra stream of income, which means so much to so many people, but we also get to help people with their health, which is huge, because in this society, there's so many people that have concerns and issues with their health. And so I feel like we're in such a beautiful and blessed position, I guess, to be able to do that. So I'm going to hand over to Carlina now, who's going to kind of talk about what this business is about, and I guess the Cornerstone program and product to it.
Thanks, Ange. Hi, everyone. So I get to talk to you about our amazing products. Juice Plus came into my life about 2 years ago, and at the time I had a lot of stress in my life, and my anxiety and depression was through the roof. It was so bad that I was grinding my teeth so badly in my sleep, I actually snapped off my front tooth. And I was falling asleep at the wheel when I would go and pick my kids up from school. So to combat that, I was living on Red Bull and chocolate to get me through the day, which was really unhealthy. Not only that, I was making really poor food choices, not only for myself, but also for my family. And none of us certainly were getting the recommended 7 to 13 serves of fruit and veg into our diet every single day. So when I came across this product, it just made complete sense to me that by flooding my body with more fruits and vegetables, it was only going to help me. And this was a really super convenient and affordable way to do that. So I bet you're wondering what Juice Plus is. So here we have our fruits, vegetable and berry capsules. And these help bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should be eating. And what I love most about this is that the ingredients list is a food label. So you can actually understand what's in there. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's real food. There's no hidden nasties and no ingredients that, you can't pronounce the name of. So yeah, like I said, it helps bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should be eating. So the product's been around for about 25 years, and Juice Plus knew that kale was cool 25 years ago. The produce that goes into these capsules is actually grown on proprietary farms, and we have records of these farms going back 3 generations to show that the produce is all GMO free. So the produce is actually grown using organic principles, and it's picked at peak ripeness, so when they're most nutrient dense, and the produce is then taken straight to the processing plant, and it's not cold stored like our supermarket produce. It's then put into giant blenders. So we put in the skin, the pip, the pulp, the whole fruit and vegetable, so you're getting nutrients from everything, and it's then blended. and then it's dehydrated at a really low temperature. And in this process, all the sugars and salts are removed, which is really great for people on low sugar diets. And then you're left with a concentrated whole food nutrition, which is put into a vegan capsule to preserve the enzymes and avoid oxidization. So the produce is actually tested to 1/1,000,000th herbicide and pesticide free, and it's considered to be yeast free, mold free, bacteria free. It's super clean. In fact, it's probably cleaner than organic eating, because I don't know that the produce I buy at the farmers market I don't know that the farmers are testing their end result. I mean, who knows if sprays have blown over from neighbouring farms. So the newest addition that we have to our Juice Plus family is our vegan omegas. So most of you have probably heard of fish oil. Well, I know for myself and my family, we could not stand the taste of fish oil, and I couldn't get my kids to have it to save my life. But omegas are important for healthy brain and heart function, and we need to, our bodies don't actually produce these, so we need to take a supplement. And so what we've done is we've actually cut out the fish, and we've gone straight to the source that the fish get their omegas from, which is the algae. And we've also added in omegas 5, 6, 7, and 9. So you're getting the full array of omegas from other things such as like raspberry seed oil, tomato seed oil, and pomegranate seed oil, just to name a few. And what we've done is we've flavored it with vanilla and rosemary, and rosemary to make it really palatable. So my kids can actually chew these up without a worry. Now, if you're a facts and figures person, you're going to love the science behind Juice Plus. We have around 38 gold standard medical studies done on our products. And these are all published in medical journals. So we're talking pharmaceutical grade research, so it's completely backed by science. I don't actually have time to go into all the research now, but the two standouts for me are that they are proven to increase your immunity and reduce inflammation. Now, we know that all disease is a form of inflammation. So by flooding your body with more fruits and vegetables, you're reducing the risk of disease pretty much. The second thing that I love is that it's safe. It's completely safe, even for pregnant, breastfeeding women and for kids of all ages. And for myself, if I can't take something while I'm pregnant and breastfeeding, then to be honest, I don't really want it in my body at all. But Juice Plus is completely safe. So we recognise that not everyone can take a capsule. And so what Juice Plus has done is created a tube for not only big kids, but little kids as well. And what we've done is we've made them with fruit pectins to give them that gummy consistency. And they're made exactly the same way as the capsules. But we've added a natural sweetener to make them palatable, because as you can imagine, when you remove all the sugars from things like kale and broccoli, it doesn't taste too great. So what we've done is we've sweetened them with tapioca syrup. There's only around 1.5 grams per child serve. So to put things in perspective, a banana has around 17 grams of sugar. So there's a really minimal amount in there. The other product that we have is our complete powders. So these are our macronutrients, and the capsules are our micronutrients. So I like to think of it like a car. So a car needs oil and fuel to run. And so the micronutrients are our oil, and so that's like, to make everything run smoothly. And the macronutrients are our fuel to give us the energy to keep us going. So in these complete powders, it's a perfectly balanced blend of complex carbs, good fats, and your proteins. And we've got amazing ingredients in here like spirulina, ancient grains, mushroom powder for vitamin D, and just the list goes on. So a complete blend of superfoods. So what I like to do in the mornings is I blend these up for my kids as a smoothie. I throw in some spinach and avocado and some berries, because the more fruits and veggies you can get into your diet, the better. And we have these on the go, blended up, and it's a good feeling to know that my kids are heading off to school with healthy, happy tummies. There's also a prebiotic in here for good gut health. So you're giving your body the best possible start for the day. Also what we have is Sorry, I have just left my main copy downstairs. For everyone that purchases our products, you get a lifetime membership to our Juicy Body Transformation Program. Now, this was created by a top 10 MasterChef contestant, Kira Westwick, and full of hundreds of healthy whole food recipes. We have so much content in here. We have things like there's a shred component for those that want to lose weight. We've got a Thermomix conversion. We've got a mindset series, because to be truly healthy, you need to be healthy in the mind as well. We've got shopping guides, workouts, the list goes on. And what I love most about this is that it's completely family friendly, so the kids love it as well. And it's about creating healthy habits in the home. And that's what I love most about this program. So that's all from me. I'm going to hand it back to Ange now.
Oh, thank you so much, Carlina. I mean, I just love this product. Like, it's just good nutrition. It's highly concentrated. It's affordable and convenient, and it's scientifically proven. I mean, win-win. Like, why would you not want this in your system, right? So but it's the stories that count. And, you know, I love your story, Carlina, how you've gone from, you know, really struggling even to stay awake and in such a horrible place to how it's changed you. So now we're going to get Karen to share her story as well as to, so Karen, can you please tell us like where you were before Juice Plus came into your life and what it's done for you?
Hi guys. Look, yeah, Juice Plus came into my life about 4.5 years ago now, and for me at the time I was pregnant and I was tired and I had no energy and I was that struggling mum, just trying to get through the day with a 1-year-old. And a friend shared it with me and just told me about the amazing benefits of being able to, you know, have more energy, to help boost my immunity, to just feel better in general and, you know, bridge that gap in nutrition. And so I was like, yep, sure, get me some of that. And a few days later it turned up on my doorstep, and I started to take it, not really thinking too much of it. And I ended up, look, for me, I've had eczema my whole life since I was a kid. I used to always have to go to school with steroid creams on my hands and those little white gloves every day. And I saw every specialist in Perth, and they just continued to give me steroid creams, you know, that would just mask the problem for a few days and then it would be back again. And so I pretty much did that my whole life. Going into my 30s, I still had eczema, believe it or not. And yeah, never really thought about the nutrition side of things. And I started taking this product purely really just for the energy side of things. And then it took about probably 5 months into taking it, my eczema started to disappear. And by the 6th month, it was completely gone. And for over 4.5 years later, I've never had eczema since. So for me, it's been completely life-changing. I've, you know, since learned that it's really just my body's using those nutrients where they're needed, and that's the effect that it's had on me. And I know it's helping so many other people with things like eczema and what do you call it, acne, psoriasis, all those type of skin conditions, because they all come from within. So yeah, and look, and of course within a few weeks, I think it was 3 or 4 weeks, I noticed a big difference with my energy. I very rarely ever get sick. My kids have been on the product as well since they turned 1, and again, very rarely get sick. And I don't really do anything else than, you know, that anything different to any other mum, apart from give my kids Juice Plus every day and you know, make green smoothies where I'm not going to say 100% of the time because it doesn't happen every day, but I try and do that most days as well. And even my husband, look, in all honesty, it took me about 18 months to get my husband on the product. He used to be like, what is this stuff that I'm paying for on my credit card every month? And I used to be like, oh, you know, I love it for me and the kids, keep paying for it. And then eventually I finally got him onto it. And he noticed a huge difference as well. He came home about 2 to 3 weeks into taking it and was like, oh my gosh, I'm waking up before the alarm clock. I'm not tired and needing 4 coffees to get through the day. And I've actually got energy when I get home to play with the kids. So he noticed a big difference. And I was just like, didn't want to say I told you so, but kind of did want to say that too. So that's what happened for us. And it just, you know, we just love the results that we got and our extended family has got and all our close friends around us has got from the product. And so, you know, yeah, I've been passionate about sharing it ever since because I can just see how many families it's impacting and how many people it's helping. So that's my little story.
Oh, I so love hearing your story. It's just incredible, like what fueling yourself with proper nutrition can do. Like it just blows me away every time when I hear your story.
Yeah,
You know,
for
and
sure.
I love as well, like you said, you've got your kids on the tree. Like it's such the company with a heart. Like, you know, if you've got kids between the age of 4 and 18 and you're on the product, then the company will sponsor your children for free. Like to me, that is just incredible. So I guess we're going to switch gears a little bit now, and we're going to switch to the business side of things. So I guess for me, this business has just been life-changing. I mean, I alluded to it a little bit earlier on about how this came into my life when I was a mama. I was a stay-at-home mama, and I had a 3-year-old and I had 1-year-old twins. And, you know, I'd kind of done everything that I thought was right. You know, I'd done what society expected of me. I'd gone to school. I'd got a really good education. I went in and got a education, a tertiary education, and I had a really good job. But we just never really were getting ahead. You know, we were struggling to get ahead. And then I'd lost a lot of passion for my job, and I was kind of, to be honest, one of those people that was actually hanging out for maternity leave because that would give me the opportunity just to have a little bit of a rest from my job, because I'd had enough of that. And I think also with my job, it's part of the reason, like in reflection, why I really struggled and had enough of it is I was kind of just doing the same thing all the time. Like I'm a physiotherapist and I work in the hospital system, which I love. And, you know, I'm able to give, you know, help people with their health, which is a huge value of mine. But it was kind of capped. Like I was a senior physiotherapist when I went on maternity leave. And for me, the only way I could raise higher in my job was to go into management. And, you know, that was something that didn't appeal to me because it was clinical that I loved. I didn't want to manage the people. I wanted to deal with my patients. And, you know, so that's, and there was only kind of one position right up here, you know, and everyone was potentially going for that position. And so, you know, that was something that I really loved when I got introduced to this concept of Juice Plus is, yeah, we all start on the same level. It doesn't matter what qualifications we have. We all start on the same level. And we all also have equal opportunity to get right to the top. And, you know, that was really huge of me because, you know, if we're not growing, then we're dying. And so, you know, this company, it gives us that opportunity to grow and also all achieve the highest level if we want to put the work in for it. You know, and I guess the other thing that I really struggled with my job as well is, you know, we only got paid in the one way and we only get paid like for the hours that we worked. And so again, we were capped because even if I wanted to do overtime and even if I wanted to give up my weekends to work, you know, I only had so many hours in my day to work for that amount of money. And, you know, so that was another concept that I love about this Juice Plus company is that we get paid like in 3 different ways. You know, we get paid commission when we share these amazing products with other people. We get paid bonuses when we help other people do well. You know, and then we get paid what's called the beach money, which is incredible. And, you know, this is the money that, you know, when we're not working, it continues working for us. So, you know, we can keep getting paid when we sleep, which, you know, that concept of residual income is, you know, incredible. So, you know, these were all the concepts that were kind of going through my mind when I was introduced to this business. And, you know, I initially, when I was on an event like this, I initially didn't jump to it because I was kind of like, oh, really? Like, I don't know. It maybe sounded too good to be true. Maybe it was just felt like I didn't have the time because I had all these little children. I had so much going on at the time. But then I kind of got to this stage where I was so sick of just having one income. I was so sick of like that feeling in my stomach when a bill would come in and I'd be like, where is the money going to come from to pay for this bill? You know, and I was so sick of like struggling to pull money together to go get flights to go back and see my family in New Zealand when I needed to get back for something, you know. And I just the things like, you know, I was still in my maternity bras, my undies didn't fit me properly anymore because it was from when I'd been big and pregnant. And it's just because we didn't have the spare money to buy these things. I was spending my money on my kid, I was spending my money on food, but I had nothing left to kind of do these things that really mattered for me. So I was like, okay, what have I got to lose? I'm going to take another look. And, you know, I'm so glad that I did, because yes, this has given me an extra income. You know, this year I flew back to New Zealand to go to a really close friend's funeral because I had the funds to be able to do that. You know, I've flown across to Sydney to go to Tony Robbins, which was a huge thing on my bucket list. I've flown to the Gold Coast to party with some of these beautiful women. You know, and not just that, you know, this money has paid our mortgage when we, you know, were really struggling, and it paid our mortgage. And you know, so it's given me so much, but that's just from the income side of things. You know, it's given me these people, it's given me this community, it's given me my voice back. You know, it's given me, I guess, life and excitement again, and that whole crazy world where you lose yourself as a mum. It's given me my spark back, which I'm so excited about. You know, and I guess when I came into this thing, one of my reservations was like, how do I do this? Like, how do I get people to buy my stuff and all this kind of stuff? And I realized it's not about getting people, you know, it's about sharing something that you love. And, you know, I thought I didn't know enough people and all this kind of stuff, but, you know, I introduced it to one of the girls that I used to work with a long time ago in Tauranga, and I'm so grateful and blessed that I get to reconnect with her again. It was amazing. And then she introduced it to a friend, and then they introduced it to another friend, and then they introduced it to another friend, and then it kind of works like this popcorn effect. And so you don't need to know a whole lot of people. You know, so it's not always, you know, it's not necessarily, everyone doesn't come into it for the same things. Like for me now, my vision is huge. Like, you know, for me now, I'm in this place where my husband, he's still going to work every single day. And, you know, so he misses out on these opportunities with the kids. I get them now, which is incredible. And I'm so grateful for it. But he misses out on these opportunities. So, you know, I can't wait for the day that this income, like, there's enough money there that he can kind of start stepping back, and I can give some of that back to him and give him some of that time back. You know, I can't wait for that day. So, you know, that's I guess why I'm in this now and why I love it. But, you know, not everyone's like that. You know, some people just come into this business because they want to cover the cost of their products and share it with a few friends. You know, some people just want to make an extra couple of $100 so that they can cover grocery bills. You know, everyone comes into it for different reasons. And, you know, that is why it's so amazing, because it just meets you where you're at. And sorry, I've raved on. I get a little bit excited. Like, I'm so passionate about this and the people and everything that it's given me. But now I just wanted to hand it on to Sarah, because she is going to tell us her business story, which is incredible. And she is one of the beautiful mamas that I'm so grateful to have met through this business. So Sarah, please tell us your story.
What was you doing that for? What was you doing this for? Hi, sorry, my internet connection is really bad at the moment, so it keeps freezing. Thanks, Ange. I'm Sarah, and I am a 5'5" wife and a mum of 3 young girls. They're aged 6, 4, and 18 months. And Juice Plus came into my life about a year ago. Back then, my Bubs was about 6 months old, and I guess I was surprised. I always thought, I come from a corporate HR background, hated it, used to feel sick every Sunday night at the thought of going to work, lived for the weekends, never felt like I had enough holidays. I was just depressed and miserable, and I thought, I can't wait to have babies and be a stay-at-home mum, and then I can retire and I'll live happily ever after. Then I got what I wanted, and I had my kids, and it took me a bit by surprise after my third that I just felt really lost. I felt really unfulfilled. I felt like I'd lost a part of myself in becoming a mum, which I loved, but I just felt like I was missing something. I didn't know what that something was. So I hunted around for all sorts of different options. For me, going back into an office, just that wasn't even on the radar for me, because it just made me so miserable the first time round. And looking into part-time options, I quickly realised that it was near on impossible to find something that would fit in with school hours, the days of the week that I would want to work. I'd have to be putting Bubs into daycare. The girls would probably have to go into before and after school care, and I just thought that's just not what I want to do. So I stumbled across the business as I was scrolling through Facebook one night, and I'm so glad I did. I said no for a very long time. I was very skeptical. I thought, like Ange said, I don't know that many people. I don't want to be selling something. Anyway, fast forward a year, and like Ange said, I really realised that it is a snowball effect, and really you're just sharing your story, you're sharing your journey, and it's contagious. People see what you're up to, they see how much it's changing and impacting your life, and they want to be a part of that. And like Ange said, having the financial gains is obviously amazing, but the biggest thing for me has been the being part of a community, meeting these amazing girls, like she said, going off to our conferences and our game plans. It's reignited a spark in me, I guess, that I didn't actually know was there, and having a passion for something outside of being the homemaker is just priceless. So it's the best decision I ever made. And as my girls get older and Bubs heads off into kindy, it can then be my my full-time or my part-time gig from home, and I won't ever have to go back into the office again. So thanks, Ange.
Yay, I so love your story, and I love that you're doing this with your children on your lap. Like, how amazing is that? Like, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to do that in corporate life. So I guess one of the main reasons we're here tonight as well is not to share our stories, but also to welcome Cassie to our business. I'm so excited what this could be for you, Cassie. So are you able to share with us, like, can you tell us how did Juice Plus come into your life, and what are you excited about?
Well, I recently met and connected with a fellow Perth mother, and after stalking her Facebook page, I was like, oh, you know, what's she up to? And, you know, I found out that she's a part of like a really supportive group, and you just strive to help people. And I thought, yeah, you know, I'd like to be a part of that too. And I looked up a lot of stuff, and I found the testimonies of the program, and I thought it was just amazing that I wanted to try it for myself. You know, having a better, deeper sleep, not having a scrambled brain, concentrating better. And my daughter, she's teething, and she wakes up like 3 times a night. And then she still wakes up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And just being able to be home with her would just be amazing. I feel like my job owns me at the moment. I don't really have fun. It's a chore to, you know, leave Bub at daycare and just go to work. And I do spend more time at work than I do with my family. I'm really excited to take a different path and change my own life and help others to do the same.
So awesome, Cassie. I'm so excited for you, and I really can't wait to see, you know, what this could be for you. And I mean, so much of your story resonates with a lot of us. So I guess that's all from us tonight, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone that hopped on, and especially everyone that hopped on to support Cassie with her business launch. Yeah, so everyone have an amazing evening and take care. And, you know, if any of this resonated with you, or, you know, you felt like you saw yourself in any of these stories, or you're curious and you want to know more, then please reach out to whoever invited you on tonight or sent you this recording. Have an amazing evening, everyone, and thank you.